I've received numerous requests for this car and today I'm finally reviewing it. We've checked out the Kia Pegas and the new Polo sedan, and after this one I think we need to visit the Toyota Corolla Quest. As usual, in this video we're going to talk about the driving dynamics, fuel economy, interior and exterior design. I normally start my reviews by focusing on the looks, but today I want us to start with performance. We'll cover the looks later. And I think the car looks pretty decent. If you don't like it, you are not the target market, but asikho lapho. I said we're going to start with performance. Welcome to another video.
Never pay too much when you're naked. Cover your car, home and stuff online and save.
So here in SA, if you buy a new Suzuki, you'll either get a 1-liter engine, 1.2, 1.4, 1.5 or 1.6. All the engines are naturally aspirated, only the 1.4 is turbocharged, and you find it in the Swift Sport and Suzuki Vitara. Not Grand Vitara, Suzuki Vitara. The most abused engine is the 1.5 because you find it in so many different models. So far in 2023, Suzuki launched the Grand Vitara in France, and they'll soon be launching the XL6 and 5-door Jimmy. All the cars I've mentioned have one thing in common, and you already know what it is. The Ciaz is only available in two trims, GL and GLX, and they all come with the same 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, producing 77 kilowatts and 138 Newton meters of torque. For a budget sedan, that's decent power, but if for whatever reason you decide to chase a Polo TSI, the engine will scream at you. Just listen. So the engine only screams when you're pushing it hard, but when you're cruising nicely driving like a normal person, it's not loud. The only thing you'll struggle with is wind noise, which is understandable because this is a budget car. You can't expect it to be insulated like a Range Rover. And while we are on the issue of wind, the Ciaz is quite a light car. So crosswinds will kind of disturb you, especially if you like driving at illegal speeds. I suggest you don't do that. Now let's talk fuel economy. The highest figure I've seen was 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers, and the lowest so far was 6.2. The 6.2 was mostly open road driving, and the 6.6 was city driving with only 2 passengers in the car. So for your Uber business, you will never go wrong with a Suzuki, because Suzukis are quite fuel efficient. This is a budget sedan with a budget dashboard layout, and I love it because it's clean, but the steering wheel looks a bit dated. Down here there's a 12-volt socket, aux input, USB port and 2 cup holders. If you don't need all this, you can so much just close these shandies to get a clean look. The first thing I tried to do after getting this car was connecting my phone via Bluetooth, and I kind of struggled. Through Google and YouTube, I learned that there's actually a drop-down menu to add and see pet devices. Yes, the car comes with a user manual, but who has time for those things? And by the way, you only get a touchscreen in the GLX. The GL comes with a basic radio with buttons and knobs. There's cruise control in the GLX, no cruise control in the GL. Leather seats in GLX, no leather seats in GL. But all the models only get 2 airbags. That's 2 airbags for 5 people. It's survival of the fittest. For the back passengers, there's air vents, 12-volt socket, and no USB ports. The headrests are not adjustable, but at least there's a foldable center armrest with 2 cup holders. Legroom is not a problem, and overall the interior is decent. I think one of the key selling points for sedans is the boot space. Here you can open the boot with just the press of a button and the space is huge. You can hold 3 luggage bags in here, last number, medium and small. Don't worry about a spare wheel cause there's a proper one here with some tools. Here's your rear view camera and this is what you see on the screen. In terms of looks, there's nice 16-inch alloys on the GLX, and the GL comes with 15-inch steel wheels with cabs. Keyless entry for GLX, and you must forget about keyless entry if you go for the GL model. In front, the GL looks exactly like this. The difference is that it comes with halogen headlamps with no daytime running lights and no fog lamps. Let me know what you think about the looks of this car in the comments. The Ciaz comes standard with a 3-year 60,000 km service plan and a 5-year 200,000 km warranty. Service interval is 12 months or 15,000 km, whichever comes first. The entry-level Ciaz costs 257,000 rands, and for the top spec you will pay 322,000 rands. The sweet spot is the Ciaz GLX manual, and it costs 305,000 rands. An entry-level Polo sedan costs 350,000 rands. So if you finance a 305,000 rands car for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment, at an interest rate of 11.75%, your installment will be around 6,750. And for insurance, expect to pay roughly 1,457 rands. And that's not a made-up number, by the way, it's a quote I got from Naked. It is very important to note that premiums are risk-dependent, so your quote might be different from mine. For your insurance needs, you can do a quote and sign up completely online. There's no need to speak to a consultant and answer 7,000 questions. Speaking of questions, when doing a quote, you'll be asked whether your car is for private or business use. Don't lie. If you are using your car for Uber, that's business. There's a link in the description for those who want to check out Naked. You get cover instantly. There's no waiting period. Now back to the Ciaz. If you are looking for a compact budget sedan, I think you should definitely consider this car. It is spacious, fuel efficient, and has decent specs for a budget car. I know some of you think it's better to rather spend 300,000 rands on a high mileage BMW. Well, we will meet it with bikers. Before we end this video, if your Suzuki is using the kilometers per liter fuel consumption format and you wanna switch to liters per 100 kilometers, simply press and hold the left stick on your cluster and twist the one on the right clockwise at the same time. It's that simple. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.